from other railways, other divisions of Southern Railway, my dear branch officers and my dear supervisors, very good morning to all. First of all, I thank my own organization for giving an opportunity for our Salem division to host such a great awareness program, securing of steel consignment and safety check. Basically, this is an awareness program. So I request all supervisors and officers to get their doubts, basic doubts, anything is clarified. And you need not copy the slides because presentation will be shared. So I request DRM sir to open the program.
Respected DRM sir, thanks a lot sir for the introduction and your viewpoint. DRM sir has also expressed his viewpoint. I believe that we all here know about steel consignments. I am happy to know that the participants are out from different departments who are actually the field user, I mean the people who are certified on the field. We have some people from the industry also with us. Both basically decided on, like we have a question every time, why? Why this presentation? This presentation is because we want to ensure safety in all our consignments. Now, steel consignments are slightly different from our normal consignments. We'll get to know. Why this presentation is interesting is only because of that. The reason why we are holding this presentation is only because of that. This is to create an awareness. Please feel free to ask any doubt. We have an open session. We have an open session which can, I'm sure, address all your doubts. You may not have any doubt at the end of these two presentations, that is for certain. But even if you have a doubt after that, we have an open session. We planned a visit to the field in the second half, but unfortunately there is no loading today in our siding. So therefore, if there is an opportunity, I am sure we would have taken you there. Necessary arrangements were made by Salem Division. But I'm sorry, you weren't required to go there. The photographs and the case studies that I have presented here will definitely solve all your doubts on this. I will start by only saying that the first question of why, I hope I have answered why this presentation. Now, the next question that will immediately come is why we are talking about this particular consignment. This consignment is specific. It has concentrated load at certain points. Now I hope we use for steel load, because we have a lot of varieties of wagons. So which kind of wagon? The first one that is on your screen is Boxen, which is normally used for even cold loading and other loadings. The second is the Boast, which is the bogie open steel wagon. Then the bogie rail wagon and the bogie flat steel wagon. And there is a specific wagon also, bogie flat steel V-groove wagon. These 5 wagons are red there. I hope it is not visible to you. Boxen is in red there. I'll come to that. Why it's in red? I'll come to that. This is the most interesting part of each one of you is supposed to be a leader who can lead your team to ensure safety in steel consignment. That is the only objective of this. Coming to the next slide, you must have read it through the Boast wagon of what kind of commodity is permitted, Boxen what is permitted, BFNS and BFNV. So your immediate doubt will be, we have so many commodities, what are these commodities? So these commodities we are trying to define in the picture format. What is granite? Now these commodities are normally transported by the steel industry. This is their requirement. Wagons are basically designed on basis of the commodity to be transported. Therefore, those 5 wagons are identified. Their timelines have been defined. I hope we are on the job for that also. So please be aware that saddle that we are shown in the picture again stands modified. You can see that the steel straps which are used are basically going through this, and whenever we witness in the wagon, there are defined locations at which these are provided. The need being evenly holding the load. This angle stopper, as the name defines, is stopping that thick steel straps. So that is one thing to remember. The next I'll be talking about is this coil loading, which can be in different orientations. Different orientations in the sense I to AJ. This I means basically this center that you see on the coil. As I'm showing the pointer, this is called the eye of the coil. I hope you are all able to see it. This is called the eye of the coil. The second image that you have is also showing the coil to the platform bed. That means either side of the wagon. The third picture shows the eye to the sky. Now, why we are talking about this is because the load that is given to the wagon while transportation is different because of different orientations. Different orientations can cause concerns are into this. Now, what are the common defects? This will be your immediate question. Okay, what is the common defect? We have talked enough about what can be loaded, how what it looks like, how it is to be secured, what is to be used for securing, what are the aids available. Your immediate question will be, what are the defects? What is your experience? Our experience says, we all know telescoping. In the steel coil, this telescoping, as you can see, then there are other stoppers also to restrict sliding movement. Then proper notching of these straps. That is also a very important item. And while these straps are provided at exact predefined locations, we should also ensure that they don't bite. I hope we are all clear with the concept of biting. Biting is when one same kind of object rubs with the other. That is called biting. So if you place a mirror on another mirror, it is more likely to get broken than if you place it on some other surface. This is what we want to say here. The edge protectors, they are not included in any drawings, but they help prevent damage to the coil and the strap both. This is a very important aspect. You can see that over the board across the number of cases of steel coil loading that we had seen, or the steel sheets transportation that we had seen, the common defects we tried to identify, and my team has been analyzing a number of cases over the last 3-4 days, out of which we sought some common cases. Now, common among this is first case of steel coil tilting. Now, as you can see in the picture, how did it happen? Now, we all know that to analyze anything, we need to do a root cause analysis. Now, that is what we have done here. First, what happened? The tilting of the steel cord. Why? The immediate question is why, isn't it? Because of uneven load. Again, why uneven load? Because the flow was damaged. Again, why? Why was the flow damaged? Because the cross. It is avoidable, isn't it? It is preventable. So the final why you will find is poor supervision. Now, I feel that this could have been avoided. Therefore, have this implemented. Learn from this, and these pitfalls we should avoid the next time. I am sure 80% of the problems that are there in this steel coil loading will be sorted out if we learn from these 4 or 5 points. I have brought out that it was a box end wagon. There are 4 steel coils. Now, what happened by this? See, the train had to be detailed, the wagon had to be detached, enormous punctuality loss having a lot of repercussions on other trains. If you see this first picture in this slide, the coil has pierced through the floor of the body, and it is also resting on the left side wall. This outward bulge which was created was seen during the loading in examination, and how else it could have been observed? It could have been observed by seeing this. This uneven loading thing could have been observed by just seeing this side bearers that I had shown in 2 slides previous. This could have been observed by anybody, isn't it? Why did it give away? It gave away because of some defective welding. The side stanchions were also this thing. You can see the picture of from inside the lower part of the slide. Those photographs show the pictures taken from inside the van. Is it not simple? See, the root cause of the failure, we had discussed the YY also. RB then, Railroad Board then has given instructions that safe to run examination will be undertaken by the TXR staff. But in the BPC there was no mention of this. RDSO then studied this and board then started, we have prohibited loading of steel coil in box and HL lines. This is based on this experience that we have. So we are implementing things. Please don't think that railways don't listen to you. Railways listens to each one of us. See, this is a classic example. HL wagons have been designed for uniform distributed loading. The design, why do we choose, why do we have 100 varieties of wagons? So liquids are transported in particular kind of wagons, PPs, PVs, isn't it? Why do we have that? Because it is commodity based. Commodity based design. So therefore, uniform distribution of load is a very important aspect in loading, and particularly for steel loading. Why? Because it is a point loaded consignment. It is not having uniform distribution of load. So why we have talked only about 5 wagons? That I hope it is clear. Isn't it? It is because we have designed wagons for particular commodities. We should try to use those kind of wagons and those kind of loads for that particular commodity transportation. That is the objective. Finally, box and HL wagons, these photographs will not tell you that, but this caused huge repercussion. It broke some signal masts also. Now, breaking of a signal mast, I hope each one of you understand that no train movement is possible if there is no signal, isn't it? So the entire traffic is affected. Now, was this avoidable? That should be your immediate question, isn't it? Then what comes to your mind? What happened? Shifting of the steel train. Why? Again, uneven load. Again, we asked ourselves why? We found improper securing of traction. Now, these wagons, as you can see here, has a particular design of a side stanchion. We call this stanchion. These stanchions need to be lifted and placed vertically. In many of the steel consignments, many of you may have done this operation, that you lift the side stanchion and keep it vertical whenever the wagon is loaded, isn't it? Now, for example, plate, could it have prevented this, the side stanchion, had it been raised, could it have prevented this event? Yes, it could have prevented. These are all self-lockable side stanchions. You just need to lift them and place them in the slot. That's all. It involves. Now, if you look at the photograph, the second photograph, you can see that these steel straps which are there are broken. What we call lashing. Now, YY analysis was done in this case also. The shifting of
not the regular TMT bars are going for this automobile components and braking components. What they often complain is, I mean, if we insist on securing and how to do, when it's handled twice, while we are once we are loading, it's pulled by crane and we are fixing, and again unloading we have to do it, and securing also our metal straps. At the receiving end, they are not ready to accept even a small amount of scratch in the coils. That is one of the reasons for our major reduction in loading. They are telling even a small scratch if it happens. So they are rejecting the entire law.
So
my
this is why
suggestion
I kept on saying, you know, I have talked about edge protectors in one of my slides. Do you all remember? See, these edge protectors are very, very important. The lashing arrangement and the securing arrangement. See, nobody wants disruption. Nobody wants his product to be damaged. Taken care of very well.
some arrangement in the wagon floor also, because at times our boots are not properly placed.
Our boots are designed to take a certain kind of load. You will find a number of isolation dogs, isolation handles which are there are more than what has been designed sometimes. That is because of the industry's requirement to load a specific product in a specific place in that wagon. Because possibly we also load ourselves in huge pool of wagons, which we can give them every kind of.
Respected DRM sir, CRSE sir, ADRM sir, all my seniors and colleagues, very good morning to all of you.
Professors who have relieved the participants also. So I request you all to spread this, to disseminate this presentation to your team, especially to the grassroots level, those who are directly involved in the field.
We are very happy because we have attended a lot of meetings, but this meeting was Salem, really it was very well. Really thank ADRM and DRM seriously. Thank you.
I would also like to thank on behalf of all of you. I have also witnessed so many technical presentations, but none of this kind where each participant has been taken care of very well. And I really thank and appreciate DRM sir for all this among his all busy schedules. ADRM sir also has been giving a lot of time. Thank you sir, thanks a lot. We are indebted sir, your hospitality has been great sir. Thank you very much.